Let's see. Atlanta at San Francisco. According to Bovada, Atlanta is plus 11. I like Atlanta plus 11. Brad likes Atlanta plus 11. My computers like San Francisco, but my computers forget that Richard Sherman is not playing and how banged up this team got against that New Orleans, or I should say in that New Orleans game. Now, I only like Atlanta because, one, that point spread is way too high, and two, all of the injuries there. Now, I still think San Francisco wins. I see this as a touchdown. I see this as like a 27-20 game. Atlanta can score. They're a talented offense. In fact, Atlanta, they're scoring 23 points a game, but they're scoring more as of late, and their defense is certainly getting better as of late. San Francisco, we know what they do. We know that I think they're back at the number 1 seed in the league. They go from 5th to back to 1st. This is a crazy NFC this year. I think they win, but I think it's going to be closer than comfortable for a lot of San Francisco fans out there. Again, primarily because of these injuries. And yes, I know San Francisco's been banged up all year, but that Richard Sherman one, that's against an Atlanta team, that's a tough one. Now, good for, I guess, San Francisco is that Atlanta is losing Calvin Ridley. So you have guys like Russell Gage or Zacchaeus, Olamide Zacchaeus. And yes, I took a class and figure out how to pronounce his name. But you got other guys stepping up. Julio Jones, I think, is going to be questionable again, so we'll see. But fantasy point of view, I do not like Matt Ryan this week so much. I guess Devonta Freeman you could start. That's kind of a fringe start. It's going to be a tough matchup for him. Julio Jones, I think, will do well enough, especially with no Richard Sherman there, to basically counteract the star power of Julio Jones. And then I like Russell Gage off of waivers as his start. And Austin Hooper, I think he'll bounce back as well, because how do you attack San Francisco, as we saw with the New Orleans Saints in the first quarter with Jared Cook through the tight end? By the way, I think Josh Hill also caught a touchdown at tight end for the New Orleans Saints there. San Francisco, I do like Jimmy Garoppolo this week. I'm bigger on Raheem Mostert this week, and he's still only owned in about 24% of the leagues. So if you're listening to this and you can get Mostert, pick him up, for crying out loud. Don't like Breida. I do like Deebo Samuel and Emmanuel Sanders this week, and I love George Kittle.